What up, y'all? We are here for our weekly manifestation oracle reading. I hope y'all are doing well. Let's see where we need to direct our intention and focus over the next week. We just had our full moon in Libra, the lunar eclipse, and so that was a huge activation moment. So it was like an initiation, like walking through one portal that is going to take us through a tunnel bridge into the beginning of the next chapter. So this is the moment where we leave the past behind us, and the south node, like the south node of the moon is in Libra, and that's where the eclipse was. And so this is helping us release and move forward away from like karmic relationship patterns and dynamics that we had with life and other from the past. And now things in our life are going to balance out. The way we've been treated, what we've gotten, and what we've felt like we deserved, and what we've received from life, it's like it's all going to level out, or it could. And so we're walking through this portal right now. And so the energy can be very, like, it can accelerate a lot. There's going to be a lot of change, or there could be. You could be releasing a lot. So just surrender and kind of let yourself get excited, I guess, by the uncertainty and see what presents. But possibly unique opportunities that you weren't expecting. But if you feel that it feels really good, maybe follow up on it for sure. Divine Magic is our first card out. And if you go back and watch the lunar workshop, so I did a tarot and oracle workshop for the full moon the other day, and it's posted. It's about a 57-minute long workshop where we talk, I give you the channeled messages of the energy that's going on right now, but we do like a really thorough in-depth reading, and we pull the manifestation cards on our manifestation for the next 2 weeks, this portal of energy that is taking us between the full moon eclipse from Libra into the solar eclipse in Aries on April 8th. So that's the portal of the bridge of change. So if you have an opportunity right now and you start nursing it like crazy, it has potential to expand. Or if you like have realizations and you make changes based on those right now, that has potential to expand. So seeds are like the ground is fertile for planting, so to speak. Or you might be facing like great change, and it may be unexpected but sudden. Okay, so divine magic, extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. So this came up in our manifestation message within the workshop. And so over the next couple of weeks, just know there's a lot of magical energy in the air. Like, take advantage of it. Expect miracles. Like, have that faith and that certainty, and take actions based on an assumption that the universe has your back, that God is leading you toward your higher destiny, and that like destiny plot points are happening right now for your highest good. So if you feel called to take a leap of faith, take it and know that you'll be supported, okay? Lots of divine magic surrounds you right now. Also, just know that that means that the opponent might be around up to its usual tricks, and your ego as well. Like, your own inner fears and insecurities might come up. But now is our chance to start embodying that higher self so that we can like be and think and act the way that self would, the way that self has already done, in order to set this path out for us. And it's feeling familiar. And when we are taking steps in the right direction, it feels really right. Okay, lots of just of opportunistic energy in the air right now. Simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. So like, hone in your focus on what is absolutely like in alignment with your plans right now. Just really buckle down and be that studious little A student, the bookworm, the hermit, over the next couple of weeks. The other day, we also pulled like a sobriety card, and I just think it's right now, it's like extra important to just stay extra focused and clear-headed and keep your energy clean and healthy and vital, so that you can take advantage of this opportunity in the air. So you may have to stay up extra hours or get up extra early. So simplify anything in your schedule that's not necessary so that you can redirect your focus and energy towards what matters. So think efficiency, think working smarter, not harder, right? If you're starting something new and there's like the choice between being precious about something that's harder and takes more time, and it wouldn't make any difference in the end because the other way is proven to work and it works better. Like, don't think that you have to work hard for it to be ethical or worthy or valuable, right? Working smarter might yield, greater results, and you may feel some kind of guilt about having to prove your worth or something and try to work harder and not smarter, right? So declutter, simplify your process, simplify your workload, physically clean your environment. I literally just did that. I had a bunch of stuff that I'd brought in from the day, and I'd just gotten my house clean, and I was like, oh, you know what? Before I sit down to do a video, before I do anything important, I'm just gonna get my environment situated and clear and clean so that the energy is flowing, right? And if you get your, like, declutter a room or some shelves or a closet, like that sets off energy to flow through your room and through your space. Maybe, we need to declutter digitally, right? Is it time to go through and do that purge in the inbox or, what have you? So think about that. But the more that you can simplify right now and really hone in your energy and think like, if like a method of help is suggested that involves a type of pruning or cutting away or clearing or detoxing, that is probably very positive and supported right now as well. So just keep that in mind. Don't do more than you have to, or don't overcomplicate a process, or don't make it overly precious. Don't be perfectionistic. It's like, do the best you can, but like, don't, unless it is your magnum opus, don't make it your magnum opus, if that makes sense. Waves of prosperity. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. It's so, this is literally just the cards reinforcing what I'm saying. It's like, okay, divine energy surrounds you. Whatever it is that you're wanting to do or that you're getting started, like, just know, like, if you keep your mindset right and your consciousness on track and you keep your actions on track, unblock, right, the subconscious, rewrite the subconscious, unblock any challenges or limiting beliefs or just like little things that are getting in the way, maybe procrastination, anything you can do to simplify your life, to simply be able to just take an action. Simplify your decision making, right? One of those like, oh, don't suffer and weigh it out and like overthink it, analysis paralysis, right? Just simply be simple. Go for it, right? Follow your deepest feelings and instincts. Don't overthink them right now. If you feel calm and assured and it's like a quiet, yeah, absolutely, and not oh, I don't know, I need to, like, don't act on desperate energy or reactive energy. But if it's sovereign discernment and wisdom, do it. So because it's possible that you can bring in waves of prosperity and abundance in your life, and more than just financial rewards, but maybe, in an opportunity that ends up expanding your whole world up. What if you got to have more freedom and you had more time in your schedule, right? Okay, and then one more card for the week, and then I am actually going to get to work on a goal that is my thing for the eclipse portal. So make a decision. We were literally just talking about like getting decisive, honing in, making a decision. Don't over analyze everything, right? Don't torture yourself. Go watch my shorts reel, the daily short for today. it talks about, actually, it might actually only talk about that on the TikTok video, because it was a longer video today on TikTok, but like YouTube and Instagram only give me like a minute or a minute and a half. But like making a decision, being decisive, not giving your ego time to get in there and confuse you or plant seeds of doubt. That's what the Feast of Unleavened Bread or Passover feast is all about. The reason why you don't eat bread with yeast in it is because yeast represents the ego for the Israelites. The Israelites weren't gung-ho and excited and certain about leaving Egypt. That was their home. They'd been there for generations. Even though they were enslaved, those were certain environments and circumstances. They knew they had a roof over their head, although it wasn't as much as they deserved or what they were capable of. They had food, they had work, and they had something that was taking care of them and was a sure deal, right? But that was very tempting to stay there, and it took courage and boldness to leave something that was familiar, the familiar devil that they knew, to go into the wilderness and into the unknown, right? So that's why they had to do it before the bread rose. It had to be quick. They didn't have time to let the bread cook all the way. If you did, the ego would expand and take over, and you missed your window of opportunity. So it had to be done quick. You don't have time to let the bread rise. You've got to get it out of the oven and you've got to go. And I won't go into the mystical secrets of there's a numerical significance to the number of minutes that the bread is supposed to cook, but I can't remember that detail and correctness, so I'm not going to go into it. But it's also fascinating. So right now, I think the challenge and the ask from the universe is be bold, be daring, be decisive. Don't second guess yourself. Don't hesitate. Don't put that energy into it. Just be bold and go 100% in. Go all in and believe in yourself and have confidence. And if you are, just give yourself like, okay, I'm going to go all in for this many months, and I'm going to give myself total confidence before I'm allowed to doubt myself, and see what those results bring. Right? If you need to give yourself an out to like, okay, I give my permission to doubt myself in a few weeks if it's not, whatever. But for now, be delusionally optimistic. Expect miracles. Expect magic. Expect the acceleration to come if you put in the effort and the hard work and make the sacrifice. There's probably going to be an ask. There's probably going to be an ask of you to offer more of yourself than you're comfortable with, in some ways. But that sacrifice, the more you push yourself past what's easy and what comes easy to give and share into this, then the more you will get in return. All right. Interesting stuff, you guys. It's exciting to see what's going to be unfolding, but this is it. This is the big timeline jump. We have been talking about this for like 2 years on the channel now, of the whole Life the series is like coming to an end. It's coming to the series finale, the Netflix series Us. But no worries. The new series, Netflix Us, is getting picked up. It's just that we don't have to go by the old scripts anymore. It might be very familiar faces and cast members and even familiar scenarios, but there might be a lot new, storylines coming into the episode, and new characters, and some characters are going to go, and all new things. But the motivating drives of the character, you don't have to apply anymore. The old patterns, the old dynamics, the old ways that we related to the other characters, they don't have to apply anymore. We are writing the episode of every day the night before in our sleep, right? Because what happens is our soul goes up and has like that miniature judgment day where the spiritual team and council weigh out, okay, what kind of work did they do on their soul today? Did they overcome their ego? Did they overcome fear? Did they overcome lack? Did they become better? Did their heart open, or did it close down? Or did you waste a day? Did you end the day in malice? Like, how did you do today? And so when we weigh the scales of the day, the destiny is written for the next day. And if you added some negativity to those scales, you might have some chaos the next day. But if you worked that negativity that you had on your scale from before into something positive, and you were able to transform and progress, then maybe instead of having something like chaotic or unpleasant play out that day, you have something grand and a new opportunity open up. So, the more that we transform our self and transcend and ascend through the power of prayer and our spiritual practice and our connection to source, right? And to, Christ and the Holy Spirit and all, our team of helpers and angels, right? The more that we align with that higher self version of our destiny, right? The fate that we have is the hand that we're dealt when we're born. And we can see a lot about that in our natal chart, in our astrological chart for when we were born, right? But that's not the end story. That's just, if you don't do anything, this is probably how you're fated to go. But you can see and pinpoint and highlight your niche studies from this. And this is like, okay, now you can see what you need to avoid and change and heal and correct and bring to balance. So these are tools to help you empower your growth and ascension in this life. And I think that we are coming up on a big destiny point where we get to take all that we've learned and all that we have gained, and then start to embody that in this next level that's going to start looking more and more like what we have potential, our life that we have potential to live, our destined life. That is like the divine vision where our potential is, realized, and we have deep fulfillment and we're aligned with our purpose. And a lot of our purpose is the soul correction. It's not necessarily finding success in a specific talent that we have. Treasure chest and unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Yay, bonus card. All right, y'all, I'm going to hop off here. Yay, we got out with a short one tonight, only 17 minutes. I will see y'all tomorrow for the next one. I skipped over Monday's anchor message. There's been too much on my plate, so I just decided to just keep trucking along and just keep on moving. So y'all can catch up by watching the lunar workshop. Go watch the Libra full moon lunar eclipse workshop. It's really, really good. All right, ciao.